and you're on now.
All right. So where are we on?
We're on. You're
Well,
just start now.
All right, we're starting over? Or
Sure.
Okay. Look, I don't know what Tony just missed, but I missed something. So we're going to go on about what the show is about today. Today's show is about Christmas, basically. So, like I just said in the beginning,
Nobody heard anything.
nobody heard,
That's what I'm saying.
which kind of sucks. We're going to move on and start over again. And since this is always stream of consciousness, I'm going to have to go right back and put the needle someplace else.
Well, you gave a shout out to Tony in the beginning, but he fucked up, so you don't deserve the shout out now.
Yeah, fuck Tony. Fuck you, Tony. And but
So now he can hear it in the rest of the world.
the great
It's a
Nick
fuckhead.
Graystone is here with me today. So, what I wanted to talk about today was everyone's philanthropic pursuits during the Christmas holidays versus homeless guys. So, just to be clear, I am the first guy to dig my hand into my pocket and toss a bum a dime anytime I see a fucking guy walking on the street. But let's talk about the boy. You know, every time one of these piss-smelling vagrants walks into my bar, smelling like a wet fucking dog, I have to wait patiently to find a clever way to say, "Hey, man, you smell like a wet dog. Get the fuck out of here." And I'm okay with a guy warming his feet when, by the fire and stuff. But, dude, have a little situational awareness. You smell like shit. Don't come in here. So today, my bitch for today about these guys is, if you're going to be a homeless guy wandering around in the middle of the world, okay. Eventually, we'll get you something. Here's a cup of coffee. Here's a donut, something. But can you find some brighter clothing? Okay, I'm not going to be financing your life after I run you over with my car. Nobody can see you in your black jacket walking through the middle of the street, at this time of year. Christ almighty, what are you thinking about? This guy walked in front of me before. I'm like, first off, it's nighttime. So you're taking your life in your hands anywhere near my car. I come out of the bar, and I'm making the turn to go down Lincoln because I can't get onto Hempstead Turnpike. It's a 45-minute drive from the bar 1 mile away to get down here to the studio. And here's this guy who's on his way, I can tell, on his way to my place, wandering through the street, just stinking. I could smell him through the windshield. And, yeah. And, and I'm okay. Again, here. I got him a sandwich or something, but I can't scrape you. Because here's the problem. Like, if I see a guy laying in the street and he needs mouth-to-mouth, I'll do it. But you know what? How do I justify getting what do you call it? Hoof and mouth disease, halitosis from trying to save a guy's life that I just crushed with my
Cock
Jeep.
breath?
Yeah, fucking Jesus Christ! I could smell the guy through my car. The heat's on. I was like, "What the fuck, man? Have a little goddamn decency, you smelly motherfucker."
Vagrants, though, these days have upped their game. You notice now they come with child sometimes now.
Yeah.
And these signs,
Right.
like they make you really feel bad.
To make me feel all right, so my doorman Sweeney?
Yeah.
Okay, Sweeney, one of my greatest friends
Love
of
him.
all time, okay? But like hard pressed to get one of those, the great Sweeney smile. He makes that face that it's like smiling, but it looks really painful. So when a guy like him sees you, like there's this piss-smelling bum that lives by motor vehicle, and every couple of weeks they got to come over there and spray the thing down with a power washer because he pisses all over the side of all over the sidewalk there, and stains the carpet or the sidewalk there. So they got to go in with a power washer to get the piss smell away from motor vehicle. So Sweeney, being the guy that he is, goes over to Dunkin' Donuts, grabs a cup of coffee and a donut for the guy, walks over and goes, "Hey, man, I got you a little snack." And the guy looks at him and goes, "I'd rather have the fucking money."
Whoa.
Right. Are you fine? So Sweeney dumps out the coffee and eats the donut. Like, go fuck yourself.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like you're down on your luck. We're trying to help you.
it. Yeah,
Just
man,
thank
take
you.
it.
Like Christ.
Sorry, I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah. Right. This is the same.
Give me the cash.
Right. This is the same guy. There's a Bank of America booth in the parking lot. So guys go over to use it as the cash machine. The guy's in there again, pissing on the Bank of America floor, sleeping in there, and growling at people when they come over. Like, dude, I'm okay with the social safety net if I don't have to see these people. Okay? If I got to pay for them anyway, why do I have to look at them? And I don't want to sound like that guy. Like, I will put my... I see the Salvation Army guy standing outside, freezing his nuts off, trying to get money for these guys. There is no way that I'm passing that guy up without putting a handful of coins in his bucket.
Right.
Okay? Like, I feel like obligated to help the same people that are mad at Sweeney for giving him fucking lunch. Like, go fuck yourself. Holy shit.
This world's fucked.
Right. So that brings us back to the holiday. Christmas.
Happy Christmas,
I
you
want
son of a
to talk.
bitch.
Yeah, I want to talk about. All I wanted to do today was talk about Christmas. Okay, so Christmas as a whole, Nick. Let's talk about Christmas. Like when we think about Christmas and Bethlehem and all of that stuff, was there one flake of snow that ever landed in Bethlehem?
No?
No.
It's hot as fuck over there.
Right. So now, as soon as we open up this conversation, everyone, we know the number to call in. So what's the number again? 516
516-465-3990.
3990. Make sure you call in because this is going to be a good conversation with somebody. We get people that whine about like when Christmas was and who it is and why it's what. Like for me, it's all about the tradition. Now I get it. There was probably no pine trees in Bethlehem, and there was probably no Santa Claus in Bethlehem, and Jesus, for all intents and purposes, was probably not born in December. You know, I don't know if that matters to anybody. For me, the holidays are all about getting together, okay? I'm not a particularly religious guy. How I feel about superior beings is something I'll keep to myself for another long-winded podcast on a different station and stuff, but I love everything about Christmas. I love Christmas music. I love Christmas pudding. I love the 7 fishes from my Italian friends.
Yeah.
I like, Irish stuff. I like the English stuff, pudding. I like everything. How do you feel about it, Nick?
I have a lot of great Christmas memories, man. I love it too. I enjoy spending time with my daughter. Even back in the day, I enjoyed when I was married. I had my wife's side of the family, so I never really did anything on Christmas Day because I had a small family. So we used to do everything on Christmas Eve. But then when I was with them, we would do stuff on Christmas Day. So that was fun. Yeah. And just lots of great memories and stuff. And like you said, the 7 fishes. I used to do that when I was a kid. That was good. Yeah, it's a nice time.
For me, this is what happens to me every Christmas. Okay, especially the longer in the tooth I get. Christmas blows up until about this time. Okay, like the whole holiday thing. Because let me tell you, everybody I know is broke this Christmas. Every single person I know
It's rough out there.
has no money this Christmas. And and this year, my son's going away, first time he's been away from me in his life during Christmas, which is going to be weird. And, at this point, like I got a little Christmas thing that I tell my wife, what do you want for Christmas? If I can't eat it, drink it, fuck it, or smoke it, do not bring it to me. Okay? I want no part of it, okay? I can't use any more garbage in my house, okay? So for me, and up until, right now, like this is the first day I start thinking about Christmas as a party thing. As I know, like this year, there's no dough for bonuses for anybody. There's no wiggle room. So now you have to actually do Christmas for what it is. And that's where we all gather. And, Abu Dore, welcome Christmas time. I'm ready for that part of it. This is the whole Christmas.
Old school.
Yeah. Like I don't want anybody grinching it up today, because how easy is it to grinch it up?
It's very easy.
It's always easy to
You can
grinch.
go down that dark hole.
Everybody grinches it the fuck up, from the guy who just cut me off on the way here. He was grinching it up. Like, what possible reason is there to speed up when I'm trying to get over to the left lane?
Maybe he was trying to get away from that piss stink.
Piss-smelling bums.
The
Right.
piss-smelling bums.
Right, like I have to go and do some reparations now by going out and finding some piss-smelling bum to throw a coin to, because I feel bad about the whole rhetoric about piss-smelling bums. Right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, you're doing the right thing. Like, it's...
Yeah.
They're the ones that are choosing not to accept the gift.
Yeah, right. And here's the good part of accepting gifts. This week at Mr. Beery's, which is what the whole show's about, we were able to get, I think the girl who did the Sunday show got 2 boxes of toys. The Jones Crusher show got a box of toys.
There you go.
The week before, we got a box of toys.
That's awesome.
The Tui Giving Foundation got a box of coats. We got a box of canned food that we sent out already. So the part where we're doing our piece for the community worked out pretty nicely. What do we got going on this week?
You know what, too? I'm going to chime in with that. This week, I had Zoe over for the weekend, and I wanted to clear out some stuff to get ready for the new stuff that's coming in. And I was like, baby, let's go through some of your old stuff. Maybe we could, donate it, because maybe there's some kids out there that are not fortunate enough and they have, one of your toys and they could play with it that's still in good shape. The kid, man, she donated a bunch of stuff, man. Stuff that she doesn't use anymore. And she was like, you know what? They'll probably like this. And you know what? Right. Got rid of some stuff. And it was cool, man.
Here's my favorite Christmas story about my own son and that. So to this day, I'm going to bust his balls. Before Christmas, before he leaves, he's going on vacation for his first vacation during the holidays in his life. And when he was a little boy, we have this conversation. Now, when my son was born, I'm the bar owner. Okay, I just bought the bar. It's his first Christmas, and so, it was like Jesus himself showed up at my house. Everybody that ever came to see me got him a present. So there's, the first 5 years of his life is just tons of shit, okay? So he's about 5, 6 years old, and, my house is filled with shit that he's never going to play with, and I say to him, all right, G, this is what we're going to do. I said, why don't you go get all your old toys? I said, we're going to give all your old toys to the poor people. And he puts his hands on his hips, on his face, he goes, I hate the pork people. So this is a running theme with him forever. I'm like, who are the pork people? He hates the pork people because the pork people were getting his toys. Yeah. And my son doesn't get rid of a lot of stuff. So in my basement right now, and I who knows what it's worth. He's got one of those Batman things that you've set up with all the weird Batman shit. It's in the box that he put back in the box. I mean,
maybe he's pissing on the bums outside the bar.
Yeah,
I hate you.
My son's definitely a bum pisser. Yeah, fucking yeah. He doesn't
take that.
Yeah, take that. Let's get together today and go piss on bums, Dad. Merry Christmas.
That would be a great Christmas.
They already smell like piss.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, me and my son going out together, pissing on bums. What are they going to do about it? Yeah.
Here's a dime while I piss on your shoe.
We got no one calling in today. I really hate that.
Maybe we're offending people.
I hope so. It would be perfect if we did that. What did I write? I wrote stuff down today. What do we got going on, Tone?
I can't read that.
I can't see.
There's plenty. I've been showing the graphics. We got, let's see, Tiger Rose. So we got let's see, we got Rich's Halfway to Hell birthday benefit on the 21st.
All right. Well, what's
Oh
going on?
yeah, I wrote that.
Right. Well, aren't you playing this week?
I am.
Can we talk about that, Nick? Can we talk
Sure.
about you?
I actually have the lineup for Rich's Halfway to Hell. That's going to be on Saturday. It's a birthday benefit. They're going to have Serve the Servants, which is a Nirvana tribute. Pudding Time, which is a Primus tribute.
Oh, yes.
They played Greggy's birthday a couple years ago.
Yeah, he's
right?
not even going to be there because he's going to be going away.
Ah.
Oh, that sucks.
And Dara. I never heard of Dara. I don't know who that is. But that's on Saturday. On Friday, Papa, I Am Coming Home. I am coming with Home for the Holidays. It's going to be a great lineup with Sharp Violet, Steve and the Not Steves, The Demon Scar, Suffolk Stranglers, Kyler Sane, Anything Ever, and Carve a Path.
All right, all of those guys.
All those guys. We're going to start at 7 o'clock.
All of those guys have played there 100 times. They all played. That whole show, except for you, played at the East Rockaway locale when we had that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Stephen and Nazis, I love it. And Sharp Violet, that's the chicks, right?
Yeah, that's Steve's
Am I allowed to
wife.
say chicks anymore? Is that
Yeah, they get it.
okay? Because I don't want to offend anybody, but they're killers.
No, they're good, man.
They're really
They're rocking chicks.
Yeah, they're really something special. Love them. I love them, and I love Stephen and Not Steve's. And
Yeah, it's always a good time. Like this year was the first year that usually us, Steve and the Not Steves, and Sharp Violet, we play in Lancaster for Halloween, but we didn't do it this year. So they asked if we could do this, and it worked out. And yeah,
I'm good.
I'm psyched.
Does anyone out there notice that I got a pen now?
That's good.
This is my new thing, that I have a pen all the time. I don't write with it because I can barely read anything I put down, but I have a pen, so I look like I'm official. I'm an official guy. Okay, for everybody out there who's watching.
Remember back to school, he's like, here, buddy, have a pen. Can I have my pen back? Have a calendar instead. I actually brought something on the air that I wanted to show people.
I would love to see it, Nick.
This is my popcorn game is never going to be the same. This is from the new Nosferatu film that's coming out on Christmas. It's the Nosferatu.
Really timing that perfect, huh?
Yeah, it's the Nosferatu popcorn holder or the Steve Beery stash holder.
Yeah, it's definitely. You know exactly what's going in there.
Yeah, you can put all kinds of shit in here. This is pretty cool. I got this at Regal. And you know what's good about it? Because I don't know if this movie's going to suck or not, but I'm going on the old school Nosferatu. So even if it sucks, that one didn't suck. So...
Remember, what was the guy's name that did that, the show it all thing? You were involved with him, too. The guy from Carnivore.
Oh, Baron.
Baron. Let's plug Baron a little bit. 'Cause he was,
Baron Musaraka.
I'd like to get him on here.
He's a character, man. He's still doing his thing. He does a lot of shows over at Coney Island. He just plugged something over there. But he's always on tour now, too, with Carnivore. He's doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. But, Baron I know from Schmidt's Farm for years. He was our resident vampire.
Yeah, he's a cat. He's a strange cat, but he's a cat. You know, he's
got his his style, man. He's always done that. Like he's always with the gothic look and everything. And I mean, with the Carnivore thing, man, he looks like Peter Steele. He sounds like Peter Steele. Yeah. Might as well go for it, Beryl. That's a perfect fit for him.
Yeah, he's the driest guy I've ever met. He's just really, But
all business,
but prepared.
Yeah, no, he is.
And that's what you gotta. He's always like.
Well, he's a vampire that's like probably about 1,000 years old. So I mean, maybe he's just
he's good at it after fucking 1,000 years.
He's not trying to get glamored at this point. He's just I'm coming to your establishment to work, and I am going to be professional about it.
Yeah, he really is. He is professional about it. He's done. He did the showing of Nosferatu and. What else? He did another movie there too, right?
Yeah, he's done like I think like Devil Bat was there.
Yeah.
He's done a couple. I did a couple of shows with Motor Plasma.
Right. That's a cool act.
That's cool, right? That was Motorhead and the Plasmatic tribute.
Yes.
That was always a good draw too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't think they do that anymore. I think he just does carnival now.
that carnival's all over the world, right?
Yeah, they play big festivals. They're very big in Europe.
Yeah.
I see them playing in front of 20,000 people and stuff.
Who's the guy? You know who we never did a shout out to that, but the guy who from East Rockaway, Eric Bonesmith. He passed away. He was in one of those big. I think he was in the same thing. He was in a big band that played all over the world too. You know.
Just recently he passed away?
Yeah, it was tragic. He played back in the day with Borgo Pass.
Okay.
And Bonesmith. That was they were like the combo that played my bar a lot. And I don't know what caused his death, but he passed away.
Didn't someone just pass away too? Didn't you post something the other day? A guy?
Oh, that was my buddy Sanford. Yeah, shout out to my good my brother Don. Died a few years back. Was born on the 16th of December, same day as Beethoven, which made all the sense in the world because he was nothing like Beethoven. But he was a great Chitwood. Joey Chitwood, we called him. His nickname was Chitwood because back when we were kids, there was a stunt card racer. Raceway Park, Englishtown, New Jersey.
That was good, man. That sounded just like it.
Yeah. Okay, so the great stunt driver Joey Chitwood, which none of us ever saw. None of us ever saw the guy drive or knew who the fuck he was. Well, we knew that was Sanford was our guy that could drive like a stunt car racer.
And he went and did it?
No, he just drove crazy. So his nickname from the boys was Chitwood. And dude, when I tell you the guy could drive, my son had a passport that had expired. So when you're a kid, adults 10 years,
5, right?
Children
for the
5 for kids.
Yeah.
So we're going on a trip to Mexico, and we can't go because we got to get. Greg was, I guess, he was just turning 18. He was under 18. Had to get a new passport. So we got to drive to Bridgeport, Connecticut, to get our passport set up for him to go on this trip. We go to the airport, and they tell us right there, you got to get a passport. So I call Sanford. I said, dude, we got to get to Bridgeport. We got to get there soon. I said, we got to take the two boys. So we're taking Greg and his buddy Purick. We're going to go up to Bridgeport to get the passports. So I say, Uncle Don's going to drive. I said, just be cool. Now, I've been driving with the guy since since we're old enough to drive. So this doesn't bother me driving with him, but it is a white knuckle ride. I tell him we got to get there in an hour and a half. It's a 3-hour drive.
Well,
he's going to do it. That's how it works with him.
He's pounding down on truck.
Chain smoking Newports and fucking reefers, and two boys are in the back seat. They're old enough to know what we're doing. They're not children anymore. They're on the cusp of 18. Here we go. Says you put the seatbelts on, boys, and off Don goes, and we're in and out of traffic. And I'm reading the paper, fucking around on my cell phone. My kids, 2 kids are in the back seat. They're white knuckled. They are sitting there. They're like, ah! We got there. My son gets out of the car. He's like, he looks at me. He goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I said, "We're here, right?" He said, "Never worry about your Uncle Don. He's a great driver." But my son to this day is like, "You remember that drive?" Yeah. We're getting a lot of Greg stories in today. I love that kid.
Where's he going?
Going to Florida with his girl. That's
nice.
That should be nice. He's going to play golf for his first golf outing, and he's driving down.
Nice, man.
Got a nice rental vehicle to take him down, so he should be doing well. I'm all about his
adventures.
His adventures. I'm looking forward to him really enjoying himself. Do we make up a song for Tony yet? I feel like we're leaving Tony. Every week I think we leave Tony out, no matter what.
Nah, he's there. He's there, Mr. Walker.
I'm on every day. Nobody misses me. I'm on all the time.
We love you, Tony, and we don't want you to think that we don't, because it's really important to us. We haven't talked about Christmas almost at all, and that was tonight's whole theme.
Yeah, we dabbled into Christmas. We were saying, we got to make sure that the theme of Christmas gets put out there because of the financial state of the world.
Right, but let's go back to Christmas as a whole. So everyone that talks about Christmas, it's always about how does it fit together with stuff, and we realize that pagan rituals are folded right into this because anything that has to do with Jesus has nothing to do with anything cold. But Christmas seems to be all about cold.
Yeah.
Right? So how do they navigate this when you're in Bahamas? And you've heard when you're a kid, this is always the question. Well, what do they do in Florida if there's no snow? How does Santa get there? Does he really wear a Hawaiian shirt? What's the matter with Santa? Like that kind of horseshit.
Yeah, there's a lot of open
interpretation.
Yeah, there has to be.
Yeah. So I just love we know that the Christmas ham comes from them carving up a huge boar at Christmas time and overeating to celebrate the end of the harvest or whatever it is, right? And we know that the Yule log was a log that went in the fire during those cold times that was supposed to last you for a long time, and that's part of it. How did that become part of the Christmas tradition folded in to
I think it's man-made.
The baby Jesus, right? Well, we've been celebrating this season since time began. We know that the Christian religion brought it into the fold by bringing those elements of it together. But, how does it all really fit together? And for me, all the traditions are great. I love the whole thing. And, that the fact that we've worked Jesus into it. And I don't really know how I feel about Jesus, and that he's, really smart. That's what I get from Jesus. Not smart enough not to get murdered, but smart enough to do a whole bunch of cool shit.
Yeah.
And make me think about it. But
absolutely.
I don't know.
It's a cool story.
Yeah, it's a really cool story. Okay.
Depending on which way,
Right. But the whole, let's face it, the Christmas part of it, I love for the tradition of it. Whatever brought the two cultures together works for me. Does that make any sense?
Maybe they had a really great event planner that fuck, man, we could really do something big with this holiday right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fish that could be sold, you know.
Which is really what it was. I mean, and I guess, American Christmas is so much different than everybody else.
Yeah, well, American anything is over the top. It's got to be. We're fucking America. Kick ass. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're just better.
We're just better. That's all.
Yeah, I'm so American.
Right?
I am so freaking American.
Gotta
I can't even help myself.
People that complain about it, I get it. We have our fucked up
get the
things.
fuck out of here if you don't like it.
If you don't like it, fucking leave, Bottom line.
I'm so American. When I go away, I'm getting better now that I'm older. But as a young guy, I remember going to Mexico one year and losing my shit over change. Okay, so
they'll cut you for a pair of sandals that cost 2 cents.
Well, see, I wasn't on that end of it. I was more the asshole American. I go up and I put a $5 bill on the bar. Okay, and this is back 1985. I'm in Acapulco. I am absolute, I was huge. I looked like fucking the Magnificent Morocco. So I had a whole bunch of kids following me around, trying to sell me chiclets and shit, which I thought was a hoot, man. So I didn't know what they wanted. You give them $1, and they do anything you want.
Yeah,
so this
absolutely.
to me, I'm a bartender back then in the 80s. I got a fucking pile of singles the size of the room. So, hey, this is cool. Look, the peso was like 4,000 to 1.
You were like De Niro in Goodfellas, probably.
Just making it rain.
The place went hot when Stevie walked in.
So I go up to the bar, and at first I order a pina colada, and they bring it out with them 7-ounce glasses, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I put a $5 bill down, and they bring me back a pile of change. Like, I'm not talking like they bring back, 6 coins that they're as big as silver dollars, some little ones, a couple of big ones, a seashell, a fucking, some paper money. I got a pile. I got a pile of shit. I don't know what it is. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is what I get. So I don't know how to even spend it. So now, we're going to use American dollars. So now I figure, well, how much is it for a tray of these things? So I bring the waiter over. I'm like, hey man, give me some drinks. He's trying to. I grab a tray and I shake it. And I said, I'll give him one of these. And he comes over and he brings me like 25 pina coladas on this tray, and he drops them down in front of me. And I take out a 10 spot, thinking like, oh man, and I look at him like, is that enough? Because I don't know. And he takes it and he comes back. I give him 10. He comes back with a pile of shit again. Like all this, like what the So this time I just, you take this. So I just take all this shit and get rid of it. I have no place to put it. That's how shitty the Mexican dollar was against the American dollar. And
then you whipped out a 20 and 3 of his friends were jerking off on the ball.
It was insanity. Like I got, and I'll tell you what, I remember, I was eating whatever the fuck, don't drink the water. Everything that's made in Mexico is made with water. Ice, water. So
we got the Zuma's revenge?
Dude, I was, like again, I'm throwing a fucking rooster tail from here to the back room, and I can't figure out what the hell's going on. I'm melting. And all I want is some real food. So I get in a cab. My buddies are all, they're into, can we go? Let's go find some hookers. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm like, dude, I can't go near anything in my life. I can't even walk. I got to get out of here. I got to get some real food. So I got in a cab. I was fucking shit hammered, and I throw a fucking. I go to the thing. The cab driver. I say, listen, man, take me wherever it is that you eat. Wherever you eat, take me there, and we'll go and have a snack. All right. He brings me about 10 miles out of town, and leaves me in like pretty much in the middle of the jungle, at this restaurant, and nobody there that's American at all. Just me and hordes of Mexican people. And I sit down. I'm a fat American guy sitting at the table. I can't order anything, so I just take the menu, and I just go like this. Because I don't know what's on it. Just bring me everything. Right? So they bring me, so I got a table this big, and they come out and, true to they bring me everything on the menu. I got a pile of food. Like I'm actually Maximilian himself. I'm sitting at the table. Okay, here you go. And I start eating. I got 22 Coronas on the table. Just having a great time. $6.
Wow.
$6. And that's like today, like $6 worth of food in Mexico at that time. You may as well have gone to the Waldorf. I mean, it was insanity. I had so much food. Again, by the time I got back to the motel room, I was percolating. But, what are we going to do here? Plus I was sunburned beyond recognition. Christ.
That's probably what, like Andre the Giant, that's what he probably used to do, like going into like all these like areas and ordering everything for everyone.
Yeah. I wasn't ordering for anybody else but me.
Just you.
Just me. I was absolutely smitten with
That's why the kids were following you.
Right. Great service. Morocco. Yeah, that was a great thing. It's like anything that came back and changed. I don't know what it was. I just kept giving it away. Here you go. Have a party. What else we got going on? We got, all right, so the 26th, 27th, I think we got.
It was Tiger Rose, right?
Is that the 26th or the 29th? Is what I'm talking. Tiger Rose is the 26th.
27th.
27th is Tiger Rose.
Yeah, that's Friday. Friday the 27th. You got the blue race the following night.
Blue race is the following night.
Yeah.
That's the 27th and 28th.
Right.
Okay, and the 29th.
Yeah, you got your holiday.
Is the holiday party. So that's a potluck for the people that actually come to the bar. Remember, we got a potluck that day. Everyone make a little snack. Try to make sure that you come in, and we'll
Julia run that?
Julia's running that, yeah.
Yeah.
That should be that. If Julia's running it,
Then
it's
you got
gonna be
nothing to worry about,
fantastic.
man.
Yeah,
That's she
let's
knows
have
what
a
she's
big
doing.
shout out for Julia. Julia got
Always,
to work
man.
the keg kicker this week. She destroyed it. She's the best. I can't say enough good things about Julia. What a lucky catch when I found her. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, she's good. She's really good.
It's always good working with her too, man, for the horror con.
Yep. Well, you know what? All of our people are good. Mia's working today. She's fantastic. Kaylee worked with Mia on Sunday. She's fantastic. You know, Monday, Kevin, everyone. You know, all my door guys, everybody there's Stella, and that's been that way in that tavern. I always, let me tell you something. Nobody makes any money, so I don't know why they stay in the first place. So, shout out to Mr. BEERYS.
For the crew.
I mean, really unbelievable. Merry Christmas to all of you, and thank you again for all the things that you do. Jim's working tonight. He's doing Bring Your Own Vinyl. Monday did Bundioki last night. Unfortunately, I could not attend.
Yeah, I was gonna come down because whatchamacallit, Tommy's leaving for like a month or two, right?
I swore I'd be down there last night, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't happening.
Yeah, I tried to make it down too, but I was just too comfortable in the house.
I was not comfortable in my house at all because discomfort is not a reason I ever want to stay home for.
Yeah.
And that was where I was.
It was
at.
shitty out last night though.
I wouldn't know. I left the bar, told Monday I'll be back in a half an hour, and then my entire body broke down. I was covered with drool. I just really not a good night. Does that happen to anybody else? For me, like you have a 6-hour virus. I get sick for a couple of hours in a row.
Was it something that you ate, or do you think it was just
usually 80%? I'm eating the fucking brain out of a dead dog's head, and I can't understand why I'm fucking sick. Hey, I ate the crotch out of a dead horse. Look at me. No wonder I'm not feeling well.
These lamb fries are not going down like they used to?
Yeah, you know what I did a couple of weeks ago? If you do it, you're gonna do this yourself now. You're gonna make something like something that cooks a lot of grease off it, like a piece of like a roast kind of thing, and you get that grease that's floating around on the top off of beef fat, and then use that to fry some potatoes.
Oh yeah, man!
Holy shit!
When you have like boneless spare ribs, you use the sauce that's left over,
right,
to do something else.
Yeah,
you can make something.
Yeah, I just use the fat part and cook stuff inside of that, and I'm sure it's the most unhealthy thing you can do. In fact,
it's good for you.
Didn't they used to do that at McDonald's? They used to use what they call it tallow. Is that what it's called?
Whatever it is,
Beef
man. McDonald's
tallow.
a million served, man. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, they used to use actual beef fat to cook the fry. That's what. Yeah, I can
Didn't they put Coke in like Coke?
I hope so.
I think they did.
If
they did, right, Tone?
Yeah, I don't remember.
The cane and started in the Coca-Cola.
Is that right?
That's how they used to lure you in.
Worked just fine.
Yeah, man.
Now they just do it with aspartame. I mean,
I don't know, something aspartame.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that shit is, but I'll tell you what. When I stopped drinking diet soda, like a whole new body came on. Like that is the worst shit. I haven't had a sip of diet soda
in a while,
in probably like 10 years. And
really?
Because I didn't realize what it was doing to me. I had no idea.
Fucks you up.
Yeah, and you think it's
diet, it should be okay.
Absolutely not. It's actually like you would be better off, as a diabetic. You're better off
just drinking a
regular Coke. A Mexican Coke.
Those are good.
Those are all good. Yeah.
There is a difference. You can definitely taste the difference when you have it.
They use actual sugar.
Yeah.
Like cane sugar in that.
The cane.
The cane with the cocaine. Cocaine.
This is what we call a Montana special.
Right. Here's stuff that we got to talk about. Is it the 15th of January? Because January, we got a lot of stuff going on. You know, we got stuff that has to be addressed now and repaired.
I know Cystic, they just announced it too.
Right. Third Cystics is coming up. Don't forget Open Mic, sponsored by Murphy's Music.
Always good.
Always good. I think this week's sponsor was Mi Agave, too. I tend not to mention anybody that's important to me. Mi Agave, the tequila of Mia.
Of the Govs.
Of the Govs. Of the Gavarino.
And the Monday Oki always on Monday nights.
No, Mia Campo. I call it Mia Campo.
Mia Campo.
Mia Campo is the name of the tequila. I call it Mi Agave because I can't, be trusted to think about anything.
January 15th is a Wednesday, and I don't see anything on your calendar.
Okay, so what is it, the 19th?
The 19th? No, that's a Sunday.
Should be Ernie and the band.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, the 18th. Ernie and the band. January
I knew it was
18th.
a day in January.
Okay.
Ernie and the band. Ernie and the band is Long Island's premier jam band. I can't even explain how good these guys are. If you are a fan of them, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen them yet, you're going to get to catch them at Beery's on the little stage in my little bar. These guys are blowing up. They've already blown up pretty much, and the fact that we got them coming in is, just a tribute to Mike Longo and his great ability to book people. But, we will probably never get them again. That's how fast they're growing. They're going places. They are on the way. They're going to be one of those festival vans that you're going to have to spend $45 a piece to go see them in the giant field. You're going to get to see them at Mr. Beery's. There's going to be a limited amount of space. Tickets are on sale online. You can get them pre-sale, okay? I think they're less online than they're going to be at the door. I'm not really sure what Mike set up, but I'm telling you right now, this is going to be something to behold because rarely do we get stuff like this anymore. Most of the bands that do, the cover acts have all outgrown us. Okay, so we're not going to get any of those. The fact that we can still do original music is beyond my comprehension at this point. I don't know how to even pull it off anymore because basically it's really hard to get any money from anybody doing anything. So the original acts got no place to go. And when you got one that's coming up at the pace that these guys are coming up at, you're going to have to catch them with us right now. You're not going to get an opportunity to see them in a place like mine much longer. You might, and a shout out to my good friend out at Bo's Pie. Yeah, he's cornered the market on guys like this, and he'll get them out there. I guess because of the whole Green Lawn thing, and God bless him because he's a good dude, real good dude. But as far as getting these guys up island, it's almost an impossibility. So thank you, Ernie and the band, for coming to play with us. We're looking forward to this. It's going to be a monster night. So if we will run out of tickets to this one. Okay, we are going to run out of tickets to this. It's going to be a point when we got to close off how many guys are coming. So if you want to see the show, get the tickets in advance. If you want to run the risk of not being able to get in the night of the show, that's okay with me too. But this is a big deal, okay? Ernie and the band, live at Mr. Beery, January 18th. Please be there. Looking forward to seeing you. Cystic fibrosis every year for 29 years. This will be the 29th annual band battle to fight cystic fibrosis. Now, again, there's going to be 25 bands there. The thing used to run like like an old washing machine. Now it runs like a brand new one. It's on time. It runs like a clock. Longo's got it down to a science. The staff is on point. The food's going to be on point. It's going to be amazing.
It's a well-oiled machine.
It really is. And and for those guys who were there back in the beginning, there's a whole bunch of people out there that remember in the beginning with us out there putting up a tent, trying to knock it down with rocks because we didn't have a hammer, and then being there for 3 days with a tent inside of the building and all of the usual array of chaos, and all of that'll be there. Only it'll be the Jello shots won't be on the floor this year, and the the big mess that it always is. But the music will be absolutely stellar. I think Connie will be there this year again, and I think Nick will be there this year again, and everybody that's there every year will be there. The Jones Crusher guys, I know that. And Larry, if you're watching this, you told me last year nobody invited you. Here you are. You're invited. Please get in touch with Longo and make sure that you're on the ticket. Everybody, I had Joe Silva. Sorry I did not answer your call yet. I don't know how much room I got. I know you're already in 2 bands. Try to get your 3rd band on, but it's going to be tight this year. There's a whole bunch of new guys that have to play. I think the kids with Glenn Strange are going to be back. There's some young acts coming in. This is the feather in our cap that we've been building for 29 years. Don't miss that. You can give online. We're going to go through the TUI Giving Foundation this year. So anybody who needs it, 501(c) is available if you want to donate time, money, raffle items, whatever you need. We are ready to take it. All the paperwork's in place. Don't be shy.
I'm doing an all-day alternative hip-hop festival the week after that, too, on a Sunday. Not all day, but it's a matinee.
At my place?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. February 23rd.
How do I not notice?
I just booked it like about 2 weeks ago with Longo, and we're working out the details and everything.
I'm so glad you brought that up. That's
yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be, because I do my solo thing I've been doing for a while now, too. That's a little different from Demon Scar. So it's kind of like alternative hip-hop. And I just ran into different circles with different artists and stuff.
Explain alternative hip-hop to me.
It's kind of like I take samples from like old school alternative songs. Like I have a song called Finger Knives, and it's the beat to Where Is My Mind by the Pixies. But then I don't really rap like that or spit like that, but the way that I do my lyrics over it, it's not like my screaming like in Demon Scar and stuff. It's kind of like with the hip-hop feel.
Okay.
So I'm doing that, and I played a couple of solo gigs over the last like year and a half, and I just came across these like awesome like emerging artists that want to come out and play, and I was like, you know what, let me put something together, and I got a couple of people that are going to come down.
How does that work as far as, I get, to me, when it first started, guys first started sampling, I was a little apprehensive. Then I realized that I do it all day long. Okay, like I make up words to
absolutely
songs all day long. So really, what my bitch was, we were talking about this in the bar the other day about how things switch so fast. I'm a guy from Levittown, Island Trees guy, and when I can remember, like when hip hop first starts, and the kids that are like 10 years behind me, well, like all about it. So they're 18, I'm 28, and that's pretty much when it's hitting its mark. It's really, and it started early, but it's really picking up its stride then. Probably like 88.
Yeah.
And it's really taken off. And
I think what changed everything with the world of hip hop is when they started crossing over and doing like when Run DMC and Aerosmith did that song together, and like Public Enemy would do stuff with Anthrax.
Yeah, but the same. It was amazing to watch.
It's sick
how people, like the first thing, you know exactly what everyone in Levittown was calling hip hop.
Yeah.
And 2 years maybe, it took before everybody was,
doing it.
Doing it. In my, and this is really strange because, by '93, all of the albums are out. Okay, so and I have a whole collection I have I don't even know where they are now, because I got them from a guy who used to repo cars. Okay, so everybody you repo cars from
Just listening to hip hop.
lives in the hip hop. So I have.
So then you got a great collection.
So I
then,
have
man.
a gigantic collection of hip hop stuff. You know what I mean?
And if you listen to some of that old school hip hop when
Yep.
it first started, they're sampling the shit that you grew up listening to.
Right.
Like the Isley Brothers and like stuff like that. And like you listen to things and you're like, holy shit, that's
Yeah.
where it comes from. Like the Beastie Boys, when they first came out, they were sampling like Zeppelin shit and like all kinds of different things.
And what's his? How did you know? Like you don't realize Ice-T's connection to like heavy metal.
Yeah.
Like what?
I just went to go see Ice-T. He
Yeah.
opened. That is the only band that my father would fucking told me, I'm not buying you that album. I don't want you to have it.
Right.
It was when Cop Killer
right.
released that.
I got it.
I got it.
I got Cop Killer.
I apologized because I met Ice-T. I apologized to him and I said, listen, I had to steal my first fucking Body Count album because my father wouldn't buy it for me. You know what he said to me? As you should have.
Right.
He wasn't mad because he knew how much of a, him putting that song out really wasn't against cops. It was kind of like saying like the police brutality portion of it. And the general public heard it and they're like,
yeah.
nah, this is fucked up.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, again, this goes directly at what happens on the news today. We don't know. We didn't get to listen to it because we were already poisoned by the name of it. Like nobody knows.
Sure.
So
Yeah, you're not going to welcome if your dad's a cop, you're not going to welcome the song Cop Killer in your fucking house.
No.
Right off the bat, you're like, what the fuck?
right.
And that's what my father heard. He was like, no, I'm not fucking buying that for you.
No.
Fuck that. And then, years later, all these
What
people
did it happen
that,
to? Who was the other guys that it happened to?
NWA.
No.
Fuck the police.
And the other guys that
Two Live Crew?
no. Later. Rage Against the Machine.
Well, they were flying the flag upside down.
Right. They nobody liked them.
No,
And
they were doing it because of that's the sign of distress when you fly the flag upside down. It means like the country lost its control and shit.
Right.
But people don't understand that, how the fuck you try to explain that to somebody, someone wants to punch you in the fucking face. Like where I work, I work for the post office. Not many people. I don't talk really about it or whatever. But for years, I was in charge of putting the flag up and down. There's guys there that actually come to watch and make sure you do it right, because if you don't, they get fucking pissed, man.
Yeah, and
They have every right to be, man. They fucking whatever.
yeah, like I get all kinds of flack because every year somebody comes up with burning a flag, and I'm like, if you can burn a flag, I should be able to pelt you with a rock. I mean, I just think it's, I don't want you burning my flag.
No.
Like I don't have, like my religion is red, white, and blue. That's all I know. And if you went to my house, you've heard me. Anyone that's listened to me ever has heard me talk about this. My mother's house is a tribute that changes, quarterly or annually, with red, white, and blue as the theme of her home forever. Anyone that knows that's come to my house will know that. There's eagles everywhere. There was American Indians because that was that, and American flags. So this is the type of stuff. It's all about America. That's who my mother was, and my mother was an American Indian. Okay, so and never bitched about anybody taking land. Just that was part of America. However we got here, whatever it took to make us as great as we are, that was as important as anything else. So, I got mixed feelings about almost everything except America. I don't, when we talk about it, people go off on a big rant about politics.
Can't.
I don't care who's in the fucking White House. I'm rooting for him. I don't want the guy who's flying the plane to crash it. I'm as good. I probably like Joe Biden as much as I like Donald Trump.
Fucking hate them both.
Right? But I'm not rooting for either of them to tank the country.
No, neither am I,
Right.
man. Because then you're fucking a bigot.
Right,
you know?
right. Stop.
No, that's not
Just
right.
like
I'm not hoping that one of them fails worse than the other. I want the country to fucking succeed.
Yeah,
you know?
whatever it is.
But if you think for a second that either one of them or any of those fucks have like our best interest, no, we're fucking nuts.
And my whole thing is, the best interest of my country. I'm a
Starts with you.
yeah,
right?
I'm a huge, and I have the guys looking at me like I'm some kind of. I got a whole series of these Constitution shirts, just like them. I go to Williamsburg, Virginia every year to visit my in-laws. So what they sell there? American shit,
Right.
So anything with a flag on it, I own. I just love it. I think there's, because that's my mom's colors. My mother, what's your favorite color? Mom, red, white, and blue. Okay, that's good with me. Okay, didn't matter. Don't hate nobody. Just
My father used to say the same thing. They used to ask him, "What are you? What's Graystone?" American.
yeah, right.
That's it.
My family's been here since 1635. There's not one bad thing that happened in this, or good thing in this country that happened that somebody that's related to me didn't do. Okay, and I'm talking from abolitionists to slaveholders, from fucking
We're all fucked up.
right? From fucking freedom fighters to whale captains. Like everything's in there. It's like one giant slice of Americana. Anything that happened on
100%, man.
yeah, so for me, those are my colors. That's it.
I know my great granddaddy had a sweet tooth, just like his grandson.
Yeah.
And I thank him for that.
Yeah.
Because it's part of my loins.
All right, well, it's getting close to wrap-up time. Me and Nick and Tony, well, kind of Tony.
Well, the sound's there.
Right, we just let Tony answer questions and laugh once in a while. It keeps us all in sync.
Well, I know I'm doing a good job when he starts snickering over there and stuff. And he starts whacking it, and he's not looking at me and not making the eye contact. That's when we do real good.
We're not going to be on the Governor's Comedy Shop for the next 2 weeks. We're going to be... we will not be here for 2 weeks. We'll just be wandering around. I might do a little Facebook Live just to say Happy Christmas. We might do our annual night before Christmas run.
I hope you do.
It's just fun.
It is.
I just like reading it. Makes me feel good. Other than that, please call us. Tell us what we did right or wrong. If you didn't like it, go fuck yourself. And if you did like it, let us know what we did right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Does that start this week?
No, dude, Hanukkah's like late this year.
Starts on Christmas Day, right? Or the day after.
Something like that. Late. Yeah.
Yeah, for all my chosen folks, happy Hanukkah.
holidays.
Diwani,
Kwanzaa,
all of that shit, whatever it is that you're
Little
celebrating.
Christmas, Big Christmas,
What
Fat
we did learn
Christmas.
today, without getting into it, was that the holiday season is for everybody, no matter how you celebrate it. Okay, so do that. Get with your family, get with your friends. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up. Beery.